Hi, welcome back to While They're Napping. Napping? Nap time.
Let's go.
Hi, welcome back to While They're Napping. Apparently I need jazz hands to do an intro. My name is Heidi and I now live in Washington State. All the way from San Diego to Washington State. But in between the leaving my house and packing, and if you haven't seen all the packing and selling videos, they've all been uploaded, the last like 6 videos. So after that last video, we moved in with my parents. We did the whole multi-generational living thing. For us, it worked. I wouldn't say it would work for everyone. I feel like it took my mom, my dad, John, and I to be all on the same page about we're just gonna like ride this out in a very chill way. We're gonna see it as an opportunity to be with each other 24/7 for those 3 months. It was exactly 3 months. We moved in, let's see, July. We spent July 4th with them. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Before we talk about 4th of July, let's talk about swim lessons. That's exactly where we left off in the last vlog. I think it was something like this. And tomorrow, John, we start swim lessons. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Start in the morning? 9:30, so lessons tomorrow.
Do you remember I had pink eye there? It really was pink eye. I actually had to get a lotion eye drop for that. And thankfully they've returned to normal. But I think it was just all the stress of moving. I think my body took it on. Have you ever experienced that where you don't really feel stressed out, but your body stresses for you? That was something our infertility doctor actually mentioned when I was trying to get pregnant with Aiden. Because it was a few years, well, it was during the years where I lost my brother. And so then I think my body was stressing, even though I had a lot of peace from God about the whole process. I think my body was still like really stressing and taking that on internally. I think that's what happened when we moved too. I got really sick. I got like a cold, like this cold that took my voice and took my, apparently one of my eyeballs. It had gone totally red. I looked hot. Anyway, so one of our goals with multi-generational living was let's get right to it. Let's get into life. Let's settle in. So there's not this weird like, okay, now we live at Grandma or Nana and Poppy's house. My kids did excellent with it. We just said, this is what we're gonna do. This is the steps that our family's gonna take in order to find our new home. And we're being blessed by this time to get to live with Nana and Poppy until we move away. So we jumped right in. Cue Quinn jumping into water. My parents live in a really great area where there's a clubhouse. And if you live there, I think it's either free swim lessons or $10 a kid for a whole week. It's something ridiculously amazing like that. And so we were blessed because we were living there. We were residents because we lived there for 3 months. We were able to take advantage of that low price. And we've done it years in the past too, but this was just a cool time to be able to say, hey, we're residents, so let's give us the, you know, red carpet treatment right to the pool. But they did so good. They excelled at everything that they had learned. Aiden and Declan are pretty water safe, but it's just one of those things where if you're not in a pool constantly, you lose the skill. And so we're trying to, even after my parents' house, you know, get them into pools up here in Washington too. There's a local center that has an indoor pool with like a slide and a lap pool and things like that. So we really need to get over there to keep up their skills just for safety. I was a lifeguard for like 3 or 4 years, so I know a little bit about water safety. That was really annoying. You know when you annoy yourself, you just gotta cut it out. Is that a Full House reference? Wait, let's just move on to the 4th of July. There's something about being around family 4th of July, celebrating the independence of our country, that just feels really sweet. I don't know what your family does for 4th of July, but we do this parade every year. And there's just something about watching our kids watch the horses go by, the cars go by and everything, and their little eyes lighting up and waving their American flags and everything. There they go. Wow. What's coming?
I see another police car. It's coming. It's going to be so loud. So loud.
Okay, just cover your ears. Can we just take a minute and appreciate Kieran? He is so cute, you guys. He's so cute. I don't even know what to do with his cuteness. He's also a hard kid. So every time I see the cuteness, I'm like, give me all the cuteness. I have to store it up, tuck it into my heart for those days where he decides to slug me because he wants a cracker. So yes, July was a very busy month. We had the swim lessons, we had VBS, we had, oh, VBS. Didn't cue that up. Have I mentioned I'm rusty? So that's Vacation Bible School. If you know any churches in the area that have them, they're a great summer program. Some churches do kind of like a sports camp thing. The church that we go to by my parents' house, they do an amazing VBS every year, as in bringing in airplanes on campus. Like, I can't make this stuff up. Since my parents live in the LA area, there are a lot of people that work in the film industry, and so they have access to all these amazing props and things. Ready to board the plane? This is so crazy. It legit looks like an airport in here with the seats and everything. Like airplane seats? Why not just bring those in the chapel and make a whole chapel look like an airplane?
Listen and learn. And that those of us here who are already belonging to you, that we would be reminded.
Are you on your first airplane? You on an airplane? That's so cool. I mean, what other VBS does this? This is incredible. They're on their first airplane ride. Buckle up, Quinn. It's gonna get bumpy. She says, oh no.
Quinn's probably been on a plane, huh? Yeah. You've been on a plane? You've been on more than me.
I look like the worst, and this is Adrian. She actually recognized me from the vlogs on this day. So we're doing the mommy real life face, no voice thing.
And we both went to youth group together, and I didn't remember that. So
isn't that crazy? Such a small world, and she just moved back to the area, and so did I. So it was meant to be that we would hang out today. That's so cool. One of the most amazing things about all of these activities is that we've been doing them with the cousins. So my sister Tiffany has 4 kids. My sister Gretchen has 4 kids. So the younger set of siblings that are all child rearing. That's a really weird word. Try saying weird and rearing at the same time. Anyway, so we have been able to do this child raising thing together. And since I had 5 years of infertility and Gretchen got married, got pregnant before I had my first, we've basically been doing this whole kid thing together, all the pregnancies and everything, which has been an incredible blessing. So we've been doing the swim lessons and Vacation Bible School and 4th of July's together. And it's such a unique thing that John and I are going to be there every year, hopefully, during this time, because it's something that we want to capture and just have our kids experience every year. It's seriously such a blessing to us to be able to see them and for them to interact in this special time, like end of June, July. It's really so precious. So the other unique thing about going to VBS is it's right next to where I grew up, my very first home. And so I thought I would just drive you by there and talk a little bit about seeing my very first house. So this is where I actually wasn't born here. I was born in like an apartment, but then this was my first memory of my house. And it's this one right here.
This is my first house. And it used to be green. Now it's kind of like a khaki brown. And there's the first bench my dad ever installed. Is that bench along the brick wall? And that orange tree in front, my dad planted that. And that front window right there was my window until I was in 3rd grade. And then the other window was where my grandma lived, that room. And then, so I then moved in with her. And I shared a bed with my grandma until I was in 6th grade. There used to be giant palm trees right here. Well, that's it. That is my first house.
Isn't that so sweet? I think it's just adorable. I just love that that house is still there and that I can still drive by it. Wow, the clouds are literally parting for this. Did I just get super glowy? I hope I got glowy. I feel the glow. Thanks. Thanks, God. You just like parted the clouds. In Washington, parting clouds is kind of a big deal. So it's kind of a big deal. You're a big deal. My mom and dad allowing us to stay with them was a really big deal. Was just such a unique opportunity for us to live with them, to have them see all 4 of their grandkids day in and day out, for better or for worse. But they were so amazing, and I just want to thank them. I know my parents do watch the vlogs, so hey Mom and Dad, thank you so much for letting us stay at your home. It was an amazing opportunity and blessing, and we are forever grateful for your hospitality and love while we lived there. I would do it again in a heartbeat if we were homeless again. You know, God is just so good. You know, we heard about the homeschool group up here that's 4 days a week in its own center and everything, and we kind of fell in love with the idea of that. Is that really, you know, is that really God providing for our family where we could do homeschooling long term and not feel the stress of having all of the weight on our shoulders for our child's education and social, you know, health or whatever? And we really thought and prayed about it a lot. And then it's like every door just continued to open. No doors shut. And that's all I prayed for. God, shut the door if you want it to shut. And he was just swinging them wide open. He's like, okay, you want a buyer? Here's a buyer. You want to sell your house for less commission? Here's an opportunity to do that. You want to live with your parents for 3 months? Sure, if you really want to do that. And everything just worked out so well, and we feel so blessed. And I cannot wait to share with you the next steps of looking for our house that I'm sitting in right now. This is our new house, and I can't wait to share it with you. So stay tuned for more while they're napping. Hey, if you're still here, can you leave a friendly comment below? I would love more interaction on this channel. I thrive off it, and it helps me feel inspired to edit and to push forward with this YouTube channel. I, of course, want to capture these memories from my family, but there's just something about the YouTube community that I really enjoy. So please go ahead and leave a comment, and a thumbs up would be awesome. And I will see you next time on While They're Napping for shopping for our Washington home. See you next time. Bye.